Hey guys, it's your boy FTO back again with another video, and today, as you saw by my reaction just then and the title below, I was in total shock when the notification came up on my phone that said Messi is going to jail, prison, you know, behind the bars, whatever you want to call it, for 21 months. I was absolutely, you know, like, oh my god, this can't be happening to one of the best footballers of all time. And to be honest, as you probably know now, or as you will find in this video, it's not as bad as it seems. I will explain why. First of all, guys, let me give you a bit of background knowledge on the whole situation. So the Spanish authorities, obviously Messi plays for Barcelona in Spain, you know, accused Messi a few years ago that he had not paid, you know, the correct amount of tax on his image right income. And image rights essentially is, you know, the fee that, you know, people, celebrities like Messi himself are able to get from companies, you know, or businesses using his image, you know, videos or clips or pictures, whatever you want to call it. And he didn't pay the right amount of tax, or rather he got the income from that, you know, paid into companies in Belize and Uruguay, where their tax rates are a lot less than what is in Spain, which is actually 5%, or around that 5% mark, which to be honest doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about millions, guys, it is quite a bit of money. So moving on, today, guys, Messi was then found guilty of actually committing fraud, tax avoidance, whatever you want to call it, and obviously was given a sentence of 21 months. Now, the interesting thing is that Messi, obviously being a footballer who's a millionaire, has got good lawyers, and because of that, they obviously knew Messi did not have, you know, any previous convictions, and utilized legislation in Spain, which means that if you haven't, you know, if your sentence is less than 2 years and you have no previous conviction, then you don't actually have to, you know, actually do your sentence in prison. So that, for that reason, Messi actually is not going to jail, which is like, woohoo! But at the same time, you know, there are a lot of people that do believe, like, you know, Messi should, and footballers should be punished for this as much as, you know, any normal person like myself, if I didn't pay tax, or any of you guys didn't pay tax, or, you know, on your income. And yeah, there is that argument there. But yes, Messi will not be going to jail, so he will be playing for Barcelona during the 2016-2017 season and so on. So that's, you know, the case, you know, as a roundup. Personally, I believe, you know, footballers do get away with a lot of this, you know, this kind of behavior quite a bit. And it's unfortunate that one of the best players of all time has been found guilty with this. But as I said, he's not going to jail, which is a positive for football. But for Messi, he might be missing out on a few sponsorship deals now in the future, which, to be honest, won't personally, you know, it won't really hurt Messi. I mean, the guy's made, you know, hundreds of millions now in his career, so it won't affect him that much. And I don't think it will actually affect his football career at all whatsoever. I think he's still going to be recognized as one of the best footballers of all time. But in terms of, you know, his legacy, it is a little stint on it, to be honest. You know, a footballer like Messi trying to avoid tax. He does say that he didn't know anything about it, and you can believe him to some extent, guys, because he's a footballer. He's not an accountant, so, you know, he's probably not looking at his money that much. He's a footballer, and he probably employs people to do that stuff for him. So he could have a case that, you know, it was his accountants and the people involved in his money that were, you know, actually committing a crime, and he wasn't as aware as it does look. There are actually a lot of cases like this, you know, coming up in Spain, in the Spanish league. You know, the likes of Mascherano has been found, Alonso, who else? Neymar as well. Barcelona actually just had to pay £4 million out to Santos, I believe, because of a little transfer issue. And not only that, Mascherano, who's obviously played in the Premier League, had the exact same issue with his image rights. However, this is where, and this is why, guys, this issue is coming up quite a bit. The reason being that the law in England, for example, is very different to that in Spain, which means when a player moves or makes a transfer, they might, you know, be doing something in England, which is absolutely legal. However, when they now start playing and earning an income in Spain, that all changes. So the criteria is different all over Europe, and it does look like in Spain they are really looking to clamp down on this. Comment below, guys, what you think about the whole situation. Do you think that Messi, as a professional and as a role model, should serve it in prison and, you know, be an example to everyone else? Or do you think, you know, he is a normal person as with all of us and should be able to get that exemption from going to prison? Let me know your thoughts. But all in all, guys, it is really a, you know, a real stinker for Messi. I don't think he would be happy that this has come out in the public and everyone knows about it. To be honest, I'm slightly disappointed because, you know, he's a role model to everyone, and you'd expect role models to, you know, do the right thing. However, he is human, he is allowed to make mistakes, so he's still a role model for me. Let me know your thoughts on the whole situation in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share this video, guys, if you can. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe.